What's going on? Serge Armstrong here in the day in the life, and yeah, I am trying to learn how to cut video, record, use all the equipment, learn how to talk to basically myself, which everybody does in their own head, but then trying to put it out for other people might be a little more difficult for people like me. But in the meantime, right now it's Saturday, July 15th, 2:03. It is 89 degrees out, and it will be a high of 91 here in South Carolina, and it'll probably feel like more like 100. I just took the trash out. I probably should have had my recordings going. You can kind of see that little process. Not like my life's really all that exciting, but I'm learning how to do all this sort of stuff because it's not easy for people to just be vulnerable, you know, in their day-to-day life. I don't really care all that much, to be honest with you, but it isn't really all that exciting. But to learn how to video and talk and then learn what they call post and cutting all the videos and all that stuff, it's not easy for me to do all that, but I can't do it unless I just do it. But right now I'm going to be taking some of my Kuyu stuff and go out in this weather and to see the temperature effects it has on my body, and just see how good it works in the heat, because I do be hunting in the hot. We'll be next month. We'll be hunting on the 15th. August 15th is opening deer season here in South Carolina. Bucks only for the first month. And I got a bunch of gear that hopefully on this channel I'll also be putting my hunts and whatnot on it. I'll be bow hunting, and I'll have my camera gear that I got, and everything. You know, I ain't sponsored by nobody, obviously, but this is just me buying all my own gear and working it and finding out what I like, what I don't like, what works, don't work. You know, a bunch of YouTube videos to find out what I need for my particular hunt. I do one sticking, saddle hunting. It is the lightest way of hunting, but probably the hardest way to climb a tree. So it keeps you in shape, keeps you right. But right now I'm gonna be changing. We're gonna cut some grass. Probably have a little content of that. You know, I'm just trying to learn how to camera angle and be more efficient on where to put cameras up, set it up, and still get what I need done without spending a whole bunch of time learning how to put the cameras up, which is going to happen when I first do it. But the more times you do it, more what you need, don't need. Right now I have no microphones, so if the sound don't sound great, then that's because it's just coming strictly off my GoPro 11. So, you know, in time I'm going to probably get the DJI lavalier mics, lavalier mics, whatever they call those things, and a couple shotgun mics, little minis, I guess. I don't know, still figuring it out. That's next month for next paycheck. But right now we're going to try on some of my stuff. I'm going to cut grass in just to get familiar with how it breathes and how hot I'm going to get or not get with my Kuyu stuff, which I switched all my hunting stuff to Kuyu. It's just amazing stuff. I love it. Not cheap, but they do have stuff on sale, and you know, slowly but surely get all my gear. Yeah, so that's that. I do have busy day today. It's not too busy. Things that I guess don't need to get done but have to get done, or I want to get done. I don't know how much I'll get done. But we will see how this goes today. I'll probably get my niece, Alicia. I call her Leash, but her name is Alicia Armstrong in Kingston. I'm Canadian. I've been here in South Carolina since 2010. Yeah, got into hunting while I was here and accumulated a lot of stuff. We bought a property here in Adams Run. It is west of Charleston, South Carolina. Yeah, my wife, she works at MUSC. Her name is Mary Evelyn. Everybody calls her Emmy. Let's see how hot I can get in these Kuiu clothes. It's the Tiburon pants. Their lightest weight pant. And if you continue watching, you'll see these little pieces back here. You might catch me what we call thinking and spinning or pinning. So if you wonder why I just don't tuck these in, they do start off tucked in and then I end up pulling them out, and it's my little tick habit that I know people hate, and I might go bald at some point because of it, but hey, it is what it is. And this is the Halo shirt, their lightest weight shirt. And I shoot the short sleeve. I got one short sleeve in because now that I got some more what we call camo breakup pattern on my skin, I don't need the long sleeve per se. At least that was my thought process, but I still have one that's not. But I do have two long sleeves. Yeah. Probably in post, I'll probably cut everything out that I'm talking about. You learn that you sound like an idiot on film. But you get used to it, I guess, because there's a bunch of people doing it. So instead of acting shy and not knowing what you're doing, you what Justin Martin says on the duck call room is act like you've been here before. So you just be confident in what you say. Do it with confidence, and hopefully you just figure it out. People don't know that you're figuring it out unless you tell them, like I did. But we'll figure this out. Either people will watch or not watch it. Oops. But that's besides the point. This is kind of more for me than anybody, but I'll figure. Another podcast I was watching was with Michael Waddell, A Bone to Pick, and he had a professional fisherman on there, and he got asked the questions, I want my kid to be a professional fisherman, and what's the secret? And he said, well, my secret was there was no plan B. He said plan A didn't work. He went back to the drawing board and did plan A again, but a little bit different. There was no plan B. It was only one plan A, and he just kept going at plan A at different angles. So that kind of spoke to me, to be honest with you, about when you want to get something done, we could give every excuse and this, that, and the other thing. It just didn't work, so I went to plan B and working at Rick Hendrick BMW. I'm not saying that, but that's where I work now. And so to get stuff out like this and to learn how to do all this and possibly not work at Rick Hendrick anymore, keep pushing with this and we'll figure it out. And you know, people will ride with you and not, it don't matter. I'm sure in comments there'll be, boy, this guy's an idiot, but that's okay. I'm not very educated, hard worker, godly man, and hopefully doing life right. So, and helping other people. Hopefully this helps other people. I don't know how. Maybe to learn just to be themselves and to say, hey, this guy is just being himself. Not to be having to be something you're not. Be confident in your skin and who you are. But I'm a Bible man. There's some good rules in there. I'd recommend checking that out. I probably need a hat. It's probably a little toasty out there. And then today we'll possibly shoot the 6.5 Grindle and get that sighted in a little bit better, I think. And 100 yards. And then I will be climbing a tree in my one stick saddle hunt deal with some target blocks and my camera, and try to get some footage and learn how to maneuver the camera and shoot out of my harness again. At different angles around the tree, so I'll probably use all my targets, so obviously I don't have to go up and down the tree, but yeah. Normally I like carry my wallet with me just because I hurt myself bad enough that at least it's on me. Not just because I'm out cold, so you don't have to look for ID if it's on me, you know. That's pretty bad. This is some of my gear. I got my little Kuyu bag here. I got a camera here. That is my fourth arrow. I got my 4K camera. I got some weapons. I got my Tacticam 6.5 Grindle. Here's my one stick. Extra batteries for the GoPro. Drone. And it's for my Kuyu 6.5 Grindle or 6.5 PRC. Yeah.